Cactus and Succulent Growers. I'm Lynn, and today I'm mega excited because we have had two big parcels come, packed with plants, 37 new plants in fact, from our wonderful, very generous friend, Mr. Danny Rose. Now, Danny contacted me a few days ago and said, Lynn, I'm downsizing my collection again, and I've sent you through the post 2 boxes of 37 new plants. Now, I have no idea what Danny has sent, but those of you who watched my videos in the past will know that Danny has been the most incredibly generous, amazing friend in the past. I've done many unboxings with the most incredible plants that Danny has sent over the past 2, possibly 3 years. And when Danny said, I've got 2 boxes and 37 plants, I was like, wow, oh my gosh. I have no idea what Danny has sent. So it's going to be very exciting. Now, Danny is a very kind, generous friend. We've known him for about 3 years now. And I'll show you a picture of Danny now. He's handsome good self. And Danny has been very kind. Danny loves plants, cacti, succulents, house plants, nature. He's got amazing pets as well. His beautiful dog Nancy and his gorgeous tortoises Winnie and Irene, as well as many other pets as well, exotic pets. So he loves nature. So thank you so much, Danny, for these. I haven't got a clue, but I'm going to be unboxing. It's going to be very exciting. Now, what I've decided to do, guys, because 2 things. One, because there is so many plants, there's 37, it's going to take me a very long time. If I was to unwrap every single one, obviously, it'd be about probably a 2-hour video. But I always love to show that in the video. But I've decided the sun is coming out as well. And because these plants have been boxed up for probably 2 or 3 days, it's best if I open them all up upstairs onto the table, lay them all out, and then I can show you then, go through each one, show you all the plants that Danny has sent and give you a little tour about each one. I think that's going to be more practical, if that's okay, guys. So then, guys, I'm going to take these upstairs. I'm going to unwrap now. I'm going to show you all of the amazing goodies that Danny has sent. Oh, this is so exciting. Cactus Christmas. Oh. Wow, guys, I've unwrapped all the plants that Danny sent here, 37, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Danny, you are so unbelievably generous. Absolute stunning beauties. And as I mentioned, I'm going to go through each one individually. And Danny has even wrote out all the labels as well, and he's got them all printed into lovely labels, so I don't even have to write the labels off. They're absolutely stunning cacti and succulents. But before I show you each one, I'm going to show you the lovely letter that Danny has wrote. And he's also made a list as well of all the plants and numbered them, but I'm not going to show you that because I want to show you individually what we've got here. So first of all, this is the lovely letter from Danny. Oh, Danny, you are amazing. Not private. I'll message you anything private. August 2025. Hello, my lovely friends, and Honey. Honey's our lovely cat. I have finally decided to downsize my collection again. And of course, I'm giving them to you and Hans. There's a plant list and I've printed the labels for them too. There's also a couple of air plant stands for you to play with. There's 37 little plants for you, but a couple are wrapped together as they're small. So there's 34 to unwrap. Enjoy. If I've named any wrong, let me know and I'll redo the labels. Also, don't forget to send me your long list so I make you waterproof labels. That's going to take me a very long time to do. Danny's so kind, he's going to do the labels. Lynn, forgive me as I haven't cleaned or treated these cacti. I've been so busy. They've been outside, so should be okay, but keep separate from your collection for a bit. Well, that's worked out well because I had to take these up to unwrap them because it's very sunny outside at the moment. So this is going to protect them if they've been boxed up for a few days. So I can keep these separate from my collection. I'll do that, Danny. So that's worked out well. The reason for downsizing, even though I've just got an 8x6 polycarbonate greenhouse, is I've just inherited another tortie, Irene, and the greenhouse I'm making into a tortie house. Please note, when Chaz was painting, she may have speckled a few of these cacti when she was looking after them. And hope all is well, loads of love. Danny, Nancy, Winnie, Irene and the gang. Enjoy these. These plants were watered about 10 days ago. They'll be happy with the feed as well. Loads of love. So thank you for that lovely, lovely letter, Danny. And here's the lovely little air plant stands there. We're big into our air plants, so that's going to be lovely to put them on. So then, guys, I'm going to start off with the first plant over here and then show you all of them and a little bit about each one as well. Oh my gosh. Now, the first one I'm going to start with is this gorgeous Pilosocereus pachyclaudus. And just look at this beauty, guys. I'll just gently lift it up so you can see. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And we have a larger one of these in our collection. So this is a lovely, to have a smaller one, a lovely shape as well. Gorgeous root system on that. What a beauty. And Pilosocereus are gorgeous blue columnar cacti that have a gorgeous blue coloration to them. Lovely flowers as well. They usually have to be quite large before they flower. I've only had one Pilosocereus ever flower for me, usually flowers every year, and that is my pachyclaudus. So if you want to see what the flowers look like on these stunning Pilosocereus cacti, then check out a video of mine, my larger one when it's been flowering, and you see how gorgeous the flowers are, and I'll link that video up above. Watch it after this one. So look at that, what a beauty. Thank you so much, Danny. So that's Pilosocereus pachyclaudus. Now the second one, I'm gonna show you this one here. This is a Mammillaria polytheli inermis. And just look at this, guys. This is one we don't have in our collection at all. This absolutely beautiful Mammillaria. Just look at the tubercles on that. And this one, hence the name inermis, it does not have any spines. So this is completely spineless. That's why I've been able to turn it around, give it a little spin for you. What an absolute beauty, Danny. A lovely one for our Mammillaria collection there. What a gorgeous stunner. And look at the roots. What a lovely root system as well. That is absolutely beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? That is beautiful, Danny. A lovely new one for the collection. And also because they're labelled, it saves me having to write it across the screen. So that's brilliant. Mammillaria polytelli, I would say. Enormis. That's absolute stunner. Oh my gosh. And then I'll go on to the next one. I'll make sure I don't miss any out here. Cereus peruvianus monstrose. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm not kidding you. When I was unwrapping these, I was going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And as I say, I normally like to film each one when I'm unwrapping, but it would have been way too long of the video. So I hope this is okay for you guys. Showcasing each one here now. Look at that beautiful Cereus peruvianus monstrose. And this is absolutely beautiful. The monstrose and the crested cacti, I always want that they have genetic mutations, but they're absolutely awesome and a very special cacti to have in the collection. I've got quite a few Christate and monstrose cacti, and they really are awesome. Look at that beautiful copper brown spines on that. That's absolutely beautiful. Again, lovely root systems. I'm going to have a lovely time potting all these up. Now we've got our greenhouse base. I've got a long wait until we get the greenhouse. Could even be 3 months, I've heard, because there's a big delay in installing the greenhouse. So I'll have plenty of time to be potting up. I'm going to be busy as well. Lovely. And then here, Echinopsis subdenudata. And we have quite a few of Echinopsis subdenudata in our collection, but they're always a lovely addition to have. You can never have too many of these beauts because they're the most easygoing cacti to grow, also known as the domino cactus. And they're easy flowering as well. They're beautiful. Look at that. It's a lovely, healthy one. and looks like it's recently been in buds there or flowering. And again, look at that. What a beauty. So that's going to go with all our other Echinopsis. That's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you so much, Danny. Unbelievable, beautiful, healthy plants here. And then this one, Mammillarian, it's question mark. So Danny wasn't sure of the type. Yep, that definitely, just turn this around here, is a Mammillaria variety. I actually have one similar to this, but I'm not sure of the type of Mammillaria either. A lot of Mammillarias can look alike until they actually flower, and sometimes even the flowers are very similar. But this is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the lovely tubercles on that. Isn't it just gorgeous? And by tubercles, I'm talking about all the ribs sticking out there. And look at the lovely curvature of these long spines here. It's absolutely beautiful. Awesome root system as well. It's really gorgeous. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad for you guys. It's actually very sunny, and the sun is coming into the room here, so it may be giving a bit of a blue cast on the camera. I can't really avoid it even if I adjust the settings, because when it's very sunny, even though this room is a bit more in shade than outside, it does give a bit of a blue cast. But hopefully you can see okay. But look at that, isn't it just gorgeous? A lovely big plant as well. That's a gorgeous Mammillaria. Thank you so much, Danny. Here, now Danny has put Cephalocereus, but I actually think this is a Cactus straussii. So I've got some Cephalocereus and Cactus. They can look a little bit similar when they're young. Cephalocereus usually has the more wispy hair, but it can actually be quite difficult to tell when they're young. I think it's a straussii. But sometimes the Espostera and the Cephalocereus can be similar. In fact, I am a bit confused. It could actually be Cephalocereus. I have an old one, and when I first got that, it actually did look very similar to this. So I think it possibly could be. They're all known as the old men cacti. And look at that lovely wispy hair. That is gorgeous. Thank you so much. That's absolutely beautiful. What do you reckon, guys? What stunners! And then here, Pilosocereus leucophysalis. Wow, leucophysalis. And the two there. And again, lovely root system. And I'll try lifting them up. Obviously, I haven't got gloves on, but I'm used to handling cacti. But by showing you here, I just show you the tips. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So I love Pilosocereus. Absolute beauties. Look at that. Two together. And again, lovely root system on that one. And then here, Echinopsis hybrid. And we love our Echinopsis cactus plants. Danny has given us a few. And in fact, there was two that were recently flowering with a beautiful peach and a beautiful yellow bloom. Absolutely gorgeous that Danny gave us. So this one again is an Echinopsis hybrid, very easygoing cactus to grow as well, very cold hardy, and beautiful root system on that. See all the fresh growth at the top there. Oh gosh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So it'd be interesting to see what colour bloom it has. And that is beautiful. We love our Echinopsis cactus plants. Oh Danny, that's beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous. And then here, guys, when I unwrapped this one, I was like, ah! Oh my gosh, Copper Poa. And we have a few Copper Poas in our collection, but this is one that we don't have. And look at the size of it. Whoa. This one is Copper Poa marginatus, and Danny's put about 10 years old in 2025, so it's about 10 years old. So that is an absolute gorgeous Copper Poa. Look at that. What a beauty. It's lovely big black spines at the top. And Copper Poas grow in the Atacama Desert, in the driest desert in the whole of the world. And they also grow on, well, they grow on the coast as well. They love that sea coast mist. And we've got ours outside at the moment on the table in the garden, until we get the greenhouse, obviously. And they're loving the sort of sea mists we get, because they do really well with that natural sea air as well. And a lovely root system. That's been a lovely new addition for us. But isn't it just gorgeous? Look at the size of it in my hand. It's huge. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, Danny, it's absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful, guys? What a stunning Copper Poa. And then here we have some euphorbias. And those of you who know, we love our euphorbias. We've got quite a few in our collection. Now this is Euphorbia mammillaris variegata, and we have got a couple of these already, but they're always lovely new additions, and I can actually pop this up into the other pots we've got to keep them all together. It's a lovely variegated mammillaris, it's lovely variegation, often known as the corncob, wrongly called corncob cactus. It's not a cactus, but because obviously it resembles the corncob, but it's actually a succulent euphorbia. That's beautiful. And then here, Danny's put euphorbia, can't remember. He can't remember the name of that one. So I presume that is this one here, but it's beautiful. Look at that. I'm not sure at what type. It's a little bit like our canariensis ones, but it's not. That's a beautiful euphorbia. Again, lovely root system on that there. And this brown is just natural corking, it's not rot. I just have to mention that to you guys. If you're seeing on the camera, that's natural corking due to age. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Danny. And then this one, Euphorbia polycantha. Now we have an old plant of this that I've had probably for about 30 years, a very big clumping plant. In fact, I'll show you a little clip of it now. This is our big old polycantha. You can see it's a big multi-branch one that I've had to say easily 30 years, probably a bit more than that. And when I first got it, it was this size and it just branched out. But this is a lovely new addition, and of course it's special because it's from Danny. Look at that, gorgeous. Again, great root system on it there. Thank you, Danny, that is beautiful. Then here is Euphorbia inopola, and there's 3 of these. Daddy probably had them all in the same pot, so I can either pop these up individually or put them all into the same pot. But gorgeous, look at that, what a gorgeous Euphorbia. And it has these lovely red spines on it as well. Very lovely. And you can see why people who are new to growing cacti and succulents would think that Euphorbia is a cactus, because they can look very cactus looky-like, especially this one, for example. But they're not cacti. And I often see Euphorbias in garden shops labelled as cactus when they're not. Euphorbias in general are not cold hardy, so they do need to be overwintered at a minimum temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius. So these ones I will overwinter indoors. But if people think that they're a cactus, the majority of cacti can be very cold hardy and can take 5 Celsius or below if they're kept dry over winter. But you can see why they look so cactus-like. But what a gorgeous Euphorbia. Wow. Danny, you're amazing. And then here, Cactus straussii. And there was 2 here wrapped together, but they look quite different, as you can see. There's a lovely twin one here, lovely gorgeous root system, and another lovely straussii here. The 3 together there. Just turn that round so you can see a bit better there. Isn't it just gorgeous? And we have a few straussii in our collection, but they're really lovely cacti to grow, again with the lovely fluffy hair. So I love these fluffy woolies. And these are pretty cold hardy cacti as well if you keep them dry over winter, so they're going to be lovely in the greenhouse. Now here, Mammillaria decipens, and I'm really pleased about this because we have one in the collection, but we have 2 in the collection, but the other one got a bad sunburn this summer, sunburn in Ireland, because we've had it so sunny and hot, especially a few weeks ago. And it's got some, so this is lovely to have a lovely one again here. Lovely tuber, look at that, a lovely big base on that. Loads of pups growing on it. It's a beautiful mammillaria. Look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. That's beautiful. Mammillaria decipens. So again, I'll show you the name in case you want to know there. So it's easier than putting it across the screen. What a stunner. Oh, Danny, you're amazing. And then here we have Euphorbia stellata. And we do have a little one of these in our collection already that I have in my healing room. I have a lot of my smaller euphorbias. But this is a lovely large one here. Look at that. These are part of the sort of the medusioid euphorbias. That's absolutely gorgeous, Danny. That is a beaut. And look at the big tuberous root there. It's like a big turnip. That's absolutely beautiful. Again, great root system on that. Lovely tuber. And that is a beautiful Euphorbia. Again, this is one I'll overwinter indoors for the winter. That's going to be beautiful. I'm going to have such a lovely time potting up all of these stunners, guys. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful, Danny. Honestly, I can't believe this. You've been so generous in the past, and all these plants again. They're absolutely gorgeous. 37 of them. And then I have to laugh this one. Daniel's put Mammillaria cutie pies. So I'm not sure the actual name of this Mammillaria either. But cutie pies is going to be the name now. Look at that. Lovely clump. Lovely Mammillaria clump there. Lovely root system. But that is really gorgeous, look. That is beautiful. Again, lovely pointy tubercles. I love them. That's gorgeous. And there's another one here as well. So I could either pot these up in the same pot or individually as two separate ones. I might put it into the same pot, I think. But look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? But look how different this one looks here. This pup is very spiny and very different to these other ones here. It's amazing. Look at that. It is just absolutely stunning. Oh, Danny, a beautiful Mammillaria there. And then here, Danny has put, I can't remember, but I know what this is. This is a Parodia Leninhausii, also known as Notocactus Leninhausii. And we have a big one of these in our collection that's all in bud at the moment. And this is a really lovely, gorgeous cactus to grow. Very easy going as well. Beautiful golden spines. And it has the most beautiful golden flowers during the spring and summertime. And look at that. This is a beautiful one. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Look at the root system as well, guys. That is an amazing root system on this stunner. Oh, that is beautiful, Danny. Wow. So I can label that as Parodia Leninhausii. That is beautiful. Oh. And then this one here, Cactus winterii, also known as the golden rat's tail. And we do have a couple of these, the golden rat's tails. But this is really lovely, I have to say, because I love the shape of this. Look at that. What a lovely shape. And again, this is a really lovely cactus to grow. It has beautiful corally, peachy flowers in the summertime. And great root system on this. But look at that. This is really cool because the shape of it is so nice. Just like a load of fingers all sticking out. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I'm going to be potting that up and putting that next to my other golden rat's tail. That's beautiful. And then here is an Astrophytum. And then it's put Astrophytum. Not sure the exact type. It's obviously a Capricorn type because it has the lovely long spines. Hence the name Capricorn. Well, maybe it should be Caprihorn. Isn't it just gorgeous? We love our Astrophytums. In fact, I did a video only the other day on my Astrophytum collection because we had 2 new additions. And this is going to be a lovely, lovely new addition to the Astrophytum collection. It's absolutely beautiful. So again, thank you so much, Danny. You've been so generous. I wonder if you've got any plants left because you've given us so many plants. Oh my gosh, wow. And then here we have a Gymnocalcium saglionis. And this is one we have as well, but this is another lovely addition here. This is a gorgeous gymno to grow. Always has lovely peachy pink flowers in the summer. In fact, ours is sort of coming into bud as well at the moment. Lovely spines, look at that. What a beauty. Danny, it's gorgeous. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. Gymnocalcium saglionis. So I'll just show you there the name. Oh, that is beautiful. Danny, you've been incredibly generous here. And then this one is a Crassula. And we do have this as well. And this one I can pot up with the other one because I have one that is desperate to be repotted in the garden. And I can put all this together. That will make a lovely cluster. This is Crassula perforata. To show you there. Crassula perforata. And this is a lovely easygoing Crassula as well. Gorgeous. Wow. Beautiful. And then here, a Stenocactus, and often nicknamed the brain cactus because of its wavy ridges It's beautiful. Stenocactus. Now I think this one could be Stenocactus multicostastus. I know what a name. We have a few of these, and they have a lovely sort of purple. Some will have purpley flowers, or some will have pinky flowers, and they have a lovely deeper colour stripe going through the middle of the flowers. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That is beautiful. So that's going to be going with our other ones. What a stunner. I mean, Danny, you've been so generous with all these gorgeous cacti. What do you reckon, guys? Aren't they just beautiful? And then here, another beautiful crassula here. And this is lovely. This one is known as, this is Cotyledon tomentosa, also Crassula tomentosa. And it's often known as the bear's paw plant. And I have one of these already, and also have a variegated one that Danny also gave us a couple of years ago. They're doing really well outside in the garden for summer. And this is a lovely big one here. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. See why it's called bear's paw? Because the outer edges resemble a little bear's paws, you can see there. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful plant, Danny. Wow, and then, whoa, another Astrophytum here. Now this is gorgeous. This is obviously a cross between the Myriostigma and also possibly ornatum. But because there's a lot of ribs on these, the Myriostigma normally has 5 ribs, and the ornatum can have more. So I think it's a hybrid, obviously, between them two. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, and great roots on it, great root system. So that's another beautiful Astrophytum to go with our Astrophytum collection. We love our Astros. I love Astrophytum. They're just the shapes of them. As you can see, Astro and Phytum. Astro as in star there. You can see by looking at it above. What's the shape of it? That's just beautiful, Danny. Oh my gosh. Honestly, it's just incredible, all these gorgeous new beauts. Now this beauty here, Danny has said mammillaria because he doesn't know what it is. But actually, to be honest, Danny, looking at this absolute gorgeous big beaut of a brute, I actually think it's more of an Echinopsis. It's difficult to say. It could even be even a Parodia type, because if you see the top of it there with the ribbon and the spination and the crown at the top, it can be very much similar to many of the Parodia Notocactus varieties, you know. But I actually think it's more an Echinopsis. Again, it can be very difficult to tell, like, but I don't think it's a mammillaria, because I really don't think it is. So although Danny has question marked it, I don't think it's a mammillaria at all. I think it's either, looking at the crown of it, and that's a Parodia Notocactus type, or it's another Echinopsis. So only time will tell, because when it flowers, that's going to give it away what it is. You can usually often tell with cacti to try and find the genus, often a lot by the spines as well, the way they're arranged. But again, it can be difficult a lot of the time to tell. Looking at the spines and everything and the crown, it's very sort of Parodia-like. But I know there's Echinopsis as well that can also look a bit like that. So it's going to be interesting. Look at that. But isn't it beautiful? What a big one. That's absolutely gorgeous. So, what do you reckon, guys? If anybody knows, let me know. People are often asking me to ID cacti for them, but sometimes I can't ID myself. At an absolute guess, I would say Echinopsis or Parodia variety. But whatever it is, absolutely stunning there. Gorgeous, look at the size of it. Beautiful old cactus, a lovely plant. That's beautiful. Danny, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys. You've got to admit, this is just amazing here. Oh my gosh, just look. So many awesome new beauts. Oh my golly. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Woohoo, now we have another Echinopsis stunner. Echinopsis hybrid. So there's a lot of hybrids with Echinopsis. So often it's easier it can be sometimes impossible to identify them because there's many hybrids. So I would normally wait till they flower and then label what the flower it is. So for example, Echinopsis peach, Echinopsis lemon, Echinopsis red, Echinopsis white. They're not as, it can be difficult to ID, but we know it's Echinopsis and they're beautiful bloomers. And just look at the root system on that. Loads of pups as well. It's gorgeous. We love our Echinopsis. Again, very cold hardy plants. I mean, I know many growers here in Ireland that actually grow Echinopsis and don't heat the greenhouses. And you can drop to minus, you know, we don't get very cold temperatures here in Ireland, but it can drop to -6 at a very cold winter. And they've never had any problems. They're very easy bloomers. Beautiful, beautiful Echinopsis. Lovely big one as well. Lovely age to these, Danny. That's gorgeous. And another Echinopsis hybrid. And this is a very large one. You can see with my hand. Look at that. What a beauty. It looks like it's been possibly bud there. And I'll just lift that up again so you can see. Lots of new growth growing at the top there. What an absolute stunner. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. It's huge. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Danny, these beauts, they are gorgeous, and I don't know what to say. They're just so gorgeous, and great root system again. Beautiful, huge Echinopsis. Look at that. And Echinopsis start off by going sort of they're more globular, like this shape when they're young, and as they age, they get more columnar. As you can see, this one and this one, they go more columnar as they age. And another Echinopsis here. Echinopsis hybrid, and the little pup has fallen off, but they root so easy just to stick into soil. This is a lovely old one as well. You can see this here, I'll just show you. Loads of pups. Oh, that's gorgeous. Lovely prominent areoles. What a stunner, Danny. That is beautiful, beautiful old one. I just want to mention while I'm here, this orange here, it's natural corking with cacti as they age. You can always tell an old cactus because they naturally have this brown or orange corking towards the base and going up, such as here as well. And here, it's not rotting, you can tell the difference. And I have made a whole video on natural corking on cactus and what it looks like, because I often get asked by people saying, my cactus is going brown at the base, it's hard or it's cork. You know, it's just natural corking. You'll know the difference between that and rot. Now, if you have orange right at the growing tip, it can be other things like spider mites, but that's a whole new issue. This is just down to natural corking, so it's a good example to show you here while I'm showing you this gorgeous old Echinopsis. Wow, wow, Danny, what a stunner. And then here, Trichocereus bugesii, monstrose. I'm really pleased about this. We have a monstrose anyway, but this one is really nice to have. You can never have too many of these awesome lovely but naughty cacti. And the bugesii is often known, well, it's nicknamed the penis cactus because of its resemblance, without having to go into any detail. But it is a really lovely cactus. And again, this is good to talk about this while I'm here. This black at the top here, Trichocereus contain alkaloids under their skin. Now, if they get damaged, it can be a little knock. This probably find this has got a knock at some point when Danny's had it. And Danny, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I remember Danny actually talking to me about this. And a little knock or anything, or even big changes in temperature can cause the alkaloids under the skin, the cells under the skin, to sort of burst. And it causes the blackness, brown and black, and it can ooze sap when it first happens. It's due to the alkaloids in the skin. It's not rot. It can look very much like it, but it's not. And I've only experienced it over the years with Trichocereus cacti, sometimes with Pelosinocereus as well, due to the alkaloids that are in their skin when the cells get damaged. And sometimes it can just be even due to stress as well, they can produce this. But as you can see, it forms a scab, it goes hard, forms a scab, it's not contagious, and the plant will carry on growing again. And it's the little war wounds that add character to cacti. But again, if you want to know a bit more about this strange phenomenon about oozing black sap and the stickiness that they produce with these particular types of Trichocereus cacti, then do check out a video I've done on the black oozing sap on Trichocereus. Yeah, it's a bit but it is harmless. I've never ever lost any of these cacti to this, and a lot of them have experienced it over the years. So that's another phenomenon in itself. So do go watch that video after this one. The link will be up above. Now here, Lophocereus marginatus. And this is lovely. Yeah, look at that, guys. And we have one of these as well in our collection. This is another lovely one to have. Again, great root system there. Lovely cereus cactus. It's beautiful. Nice sort of neat little spines and areoles going all the way down, like little stitches. That's beautiful. Gorgeous, 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 Danny. And then here we have two Sansevierias. Now we love our Sansevierias as well, so this is really nice. And this one is Sansevieria metallica. And we don't have this one in our collection, so we are very excited about this one. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful variegation in this. And our Sansevierias we have in our living room window, and they absolutely thrive. We have a lovely collection of them, and that's probably a tour for another day for you all, to show you a Sansevieria collection. And this is beautiful, Danny. Thank you so much. Lovely roots as well on that. What a beauty. And then here, Sansevieria Mikado. Yep, the Fernwood Mikado. And we have one of these also, but this is a lovely sort of even slimmer, slender one than the one we have in our window. It's a lovely addition there. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, Danny. It's beautiful. Wow. And then here, Tephro-cactus. Now this one here is the label Tephro-cactus articulatus inermis. Tephro-cactus articulatus inermis. And again, we have this too, but it's always lovely to have one that's special from Danny here. Now, this is the base part, and I think what's happened when it was in the box, it fell apart here. Not that it matters in any way, because they propagate so easy. So what I'm going to be doing here is potting this lower part. Great root system on that, as you can see, and potting that up. It will reshoot from the top, because mine are always dropping segments. It's how they propagate themselves, totally natural. And these segments here that have fallen off, I'll just pot into the pot and they'll root really well. So Tephro-cacti, if you've got one of these, you'll know what I mean. You pick them up, these fall off very easy. You just stick them in soil and they root very easy. So it's a lovely, lovely Tephro-cactus there, lovely chunky and fatty. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Danny. It's just amazing. Oh my gosh. And then here we have a gorgeous Euphorbia. Now Danny gave us a small piece of this, I think it was a year or two ago, and it's doing really well in our kitchen window, because I have all of my smaller Euphorbias in my therapy room, in my office, and also in the kitchen, and also everywhere. But this is a lovely big one here. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Euphorbia mammillaris monstrose. So this is, as I mentioned, the mammillaris here. There's the all green variety that we have as well, and this is the monstrose. As you can see, it's more sort of as monstrose, as they say. As I mentioned with this one, with the monstrose, they have a genetic mutation that gives them sort of a uniqueness with a wacky growth pattern. That's like a little tree. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, Danny, it's gorgeous. So many stunners here. Wow, just turn this little one around there. Oh my gosh. And a Euphorbia globosa. We have a few of these as well in our collection. They're a little bit like a Bisa, but the globosa is a little bit more of a if a wide variety is not as globular, even though it's called globosa. And that's a lovely one there. Look, lovely and chunky. It's growing a wee bit little stretched out at the top. But that will soon fatten itself up and round it when it's given plenty of light. So no problem there. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Thank you, Danny. And I actually think that's it. I just have to check that I haven't missed any out, because there are so many plants here. Oh my gosh. I just have to double check. Have I missed any out? Oh my God. I think I have, yes. Tephro-cactus rhincaniensis. I don't think I mentioned this one. Oh my golly. How could I forget this beaut? Again, this is one we have already, but these are always lovely to have extras in the collection. Look at this one. Wow! And this one has gorgeous flowers in the spring and summertime as well. Look at that, that is gorgeous. And you can see why it's called Cactus rhincaniensis, because it is actually like a cone, because the way it's growing again with this really big, chunky, fat tubercles with all the spines out of. That is absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, look at that. Oh my gosh. I'll just show you the label there so you can know. Cactus rhincaniensis, absolutely beautiful. I really don't know what to say, Danny. Just I'm in absolute shock. There's so many stunning new beauties here, and there are not enough words to say. As I mentioned, thank you so much. What do you reckon, guys? Those of you are watching that probably thinking, wow, Danny is so generous. That's absolutely beautiful. So obviously I'm going to be busy the next few days potting these up. And then what I'm going to be doing, because it's still sort of late summer now, but what I'll do is I'm going to pot all these up and I'm going to take them out. So I'm going to put them under the table. I'll probably put this bench here that I've got into the garden, because we're still going to be a while before we get the greenhouse anyway. And I'll make sure I've got the trays underneath as well. And I put these, once they're potted up, under here, because then it's going to give them shade from outside just for the first few days. And then it will also means it protect them from any rains we get as well. Because when I pot up cacti, I don't like to water them for at least a week to 10 days. So obviously I'll be very careful when I'm potting these up. But I'm going to be, I think Danny uses pretty much the same soil as I do anyway, from when we've talked about our soil mixes. But I will be very carefully removing some of the older soil on these roots, so the roots are looser when I pot them up. So I wish I could film it all for you guys, but because I am absolutely up to my eyes with everything else I'm having to do at the moment, I'll probably show you when they're all potted up in a few days' time. But I will be loosening up some of the soil around these roots and potting them all into the pots. And that's it. And obviously, because Danny says he hasn't had chance to check them, I will be treating them all with neem oil as well after, before putting them in with the rest of my collection. As I say, under the table here in the garden, away from my others, just for a couple of weeks, and I treat them with the neem just to make sure that it's all good. And Danny, again, thank you so much. Look at that copper power. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and do leave a comment in the comments down below, even a heart or smiley face, because every comment really does help the algorithm. If you haven't done already, then do please subscribe and click the notification bell for lots of care tips on growing for many different types of cacti and succulents. Do follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon. And I want to wish you all the most incredible cactus powered day. And thank you so much again, Danny. And thank you everyone for watching and for all of your amazing support. Whoa! Wow, what a massive unboxing!